Cheka. Hi. Hello. Welcome back to our channel. Doop, 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 doop. Nani anapenda camera? He loves doing this. So guys, this video, I'm going to go straight to the point. We are doing it with him, so don't mind the noise. Jay, please, hello, chase a ball. Okay, when he does that, he doesn't want me to do anything, but he's gone. So guys, I'm going to give you tips, especially for guys who are excited, forgive me, who are excited because they are moving into their own houses, or you're doing something for yourself. Because I have made mistakes when choosing my houses twice, but the first one was bearable. The second one, I don't like it, not like it. The things I've found out about it and I don't like it. Then the other thing is, so the first thing I'm going to tell you is exactly maybe the location of which everyone checks. The distance between the house and the main road. Always check the security. Those are things to check. But the small things that we forget to check is the lighting of the house. Okay, my current house, I love the lighting. I'm shooting and the lights are off. And it's, I think, 6:30, 6:40. So you can tell it's a bright house. That was one thing I loved about this house that made me forget to look into the small details. Was the first one was, oh okay, let me go to the first house. The first house, I was heavily pregnant. I was 9 months when I was looking for that house. I was 8 months pregnant. I was moving from a very big place to a very big area. Like it's populated to a low populated area. The house was spacious, big, blah blah blah. There was plenty of water, but it was dark. Like the lights had to stay on every single time. Like if it's lunchtime, morning, the sitting, you just put on the lights because there's no light. I was living in the ground floor. Most ground floors were cold, but funny enough, that house was not cold. It was not cold. Yeah, so ground floor, I don't advise for moms. Choose a house that is a bit maybe upstairs. I know it's tiresome when you're pregnant, but just choose. No, I'm short, trying to lift myself up. Just choose a house that is not. Let me try and put on the lights and see. Yeah, better. Oh, we just changed to light skin. So choose a house that is not kwa ground floor. Check the lighting. Always sign number one that there is struggle with water in that house. Open the tap. Akikwambia amefunga kwa meter, go tell them open the meter and you want to see the water coming in, because that's another mistake. You are told, oh, 24/7 water supply, there's a CG borehole, blah blah blah. Make sure you see that borehole. Make sure you see that borehole. Yes, that's my personal advice to you, because I have made that mistake severally. The next thing, we are cooking as we should. So the next thing to check is, you see, kwa mlango. Okay, is it the mlango? What will I say? At the door, this is the floor and this is where the door has reached. Always check if there's a big space between the door and the floor. That is one thing we never check. And then when you move in, you note, I need to be putting like a kingu or a mat that is a bit thick, so that maybe the wind doesn't come in, or even things can crawl in. So true. Things can crawl in. So always check that house. Maembe iko karibu sana. Check that distance, that space, because that's another thing we never check. Another thing, don't be in a hurry to do what? To just agree to that house. There's this thing called agreement. if you don't read the agreement, you'll come to regret that you signed but you didn't read it in detail. Unajua, with the youngies, we feel that sasa hii agreement doesn't compile you. Let me tell you, in my previous house, I had stayed in that house for 2 years, and then they brought an agreement 2 years later. When I was going in, there was no agreement. But what made me move was that agreement, because it was compiling me to things I felt like. Thank you, Cecilia. We love you. She brought us that. So, So guys, check the details in the agreement. You know, most of you check at deposit, blah blah blah. You find you're being charged 1,000 shillings just to sign an agreement. You see, you're paying for water deposit that they tell you they will refund, but actually they don't refund. I have most people, Aki Kenyans, I know we are going through this. We are many. Deposit hairudishwi. They don't harudishangi deposit ya nyumba. You can imagine if you're living in a house that is 13,000, 1 to 13, and then that 13,000 they won't return. They won't return that money, and it's not 13 because you paid 1,000 deposit ya maji and then 1,000 ya stima. So that's how much? 13 plus 2. That's 15. You've given to someone like a token. 15 with this economy. I know I'm not the one who's feeling the heat of the economy. We are many. The economy is not smiling at anyone. Whether you're rich or poor, whether you're in middle class or high class or just there. It's not smiling with anyone. Everyone can feel it. I don't want even to talk about that. So another point to note when you're looking for a house is ventilation. Ventilation. The house may be good, may be okay, but check the ventilation. Like when you have, maybe you see when you cook like maybe chapatis, they smoke. That is a sign that that house is not well ventilated. Agree, disagree, comment section. So I think points were 3. No, not 3. Lighting, water. Always check what do we check? Lighting, water, and what else have I taught you? I'm kidding. Lighting, water, space in between the door and the floor, and then ventilation. Check ventilation, and then ask for the garbage fee before you move in. You'll be surprised when you're told garbage fee is 300 shillings. I know some of you pay 500 shillings, but for me, if you tell me 500, I'll look at you like garbage. Wait, but when I get there, I'll not mind. What has happened, Kuja? Mommy duties. We are sorry. Hi, aunties, tell him we are sorry. Hi, Jesus, say bye. Guys, I hope you like this video. Comment, like, share, and tell me your experience with houses that have disappointed you. My current one is disappointing me because of water, but I'm trying to survive. You know, I'm not surviving, I'm thriving. You know, 2020. We're going for everything that God has put in place for us. Yes, another point is always ask God to be there for you and to give you directions in everything that you're going to take. Yes, I should not take more of your time. Thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing, and thank you for tuning into my channel. I am humbled. I hope that every video I post, you'll find something small to make you smile and to make you look forward to another video.